To set up a cancer hospice was a dream for Kishore Rao and his colleagues in the Indian Cancer Society. It was serendipity that he connected with Dr. Nagesh Simha, who was a member of Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar. At the same time, the then president of Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar Gurmeet Randhawa wished to involve his Rotary Club in a permanent project. This resulted in a partnership between Indian Cancer Society Karnataka chapter and Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar, thus creating the Bangalore Hospice Trust. A public charitable trust was established in October 1994. This led to the establishment of Karunashraya, the abode of compassion.
This is the story of a concept that started some 30 years ago in 1992. That's when I saw a person who was suffering and who was ultimately in extreme stages of cancer. And as a person, I looked at him as a human being who was suffering. This was in Kidwai, in the local cancer hospital. And these are the people who were reaching the end of life, and there was nobody to help them. The Indian Cancer Society was a small one, and we had just 3,000 rupees in the bank. So we looked around for a partner and found the Rotary Club of Bangalore Indiranagar, who had equally noble ideas of looking after suffering human beings. That's how both of us got together, and we started Karunashraya as a part of the Bangalore Hospice Trust.
In 1994, when we first started home care services, and later in 99, when we first started taking in inpatients at this facility of Karunashraya, palliative care was relatively unheard of. In the initial stages, we had to do a lot of work with the doctors, with the GPs, with the oncologists, oncosurgeons, in telling them about palliative medicine and hospice care.
ಹಲೋ, ನಾವು ಕರುಣಾಶ್ರಯ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೋಡೋಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
And the benefits that the cancer patients, advanced stage cancer patients, will have for admission in a hospice.
We look after not just the patients. We look after the patient and the family, and we treat that as one unit. So we've looked after almost 30,000 patients and their families. So you can say, in a way, our care has spread to about 100,000 of people so far. Totally free, totally indiscriminating against anybody who came to us.
The whole philosophy of palliative care, which we practice in Karunashraya, is to look at patients as individuals, because each patient will come with his or her own baggage, their own issues, their own relationships, and therefore we really need to look at each patient as an individual if we really want to provide them the best quality of life in the few days that they have left.
We are very meticulous, and we start first by hiring the right professionals. Once you get a professional, whether it's a medical doctor, a psycho-oncologist, a counselor, a nurse, or a nursing aide, even in the administrative side, once you get people who are well trained and also paid market-related wages, we can expect them to work to a certain level of quality, and that we can assure. Over 29 years, we have created a kind of culture here of compassion and caring. So what happens willy-nilly if you get a new employee of any kind, whether doctor, nurse or counselor? Within a short while, they imbibe the qualities of compassion and caring, which translates into a caring for the patient at every level. I am proud to say that 70% of the patients in our hospice come by word of mouth of ex-patients' relatives. This itself is a testimony to the kind of quality that we provide to our patients. All this through the donations that we raise without compromising the quality of care.
Numerous cases where we have been able to reunite estranged family members, being the wish of the person who's dying, or celebrated birthdays, wedding anniversaries within the organization.
Our initial concentration was primarily on good patient care. However, we very soon realized that we had to share whatever little knowledge that we had with people, because palliative care actually was not much understood, hardly understood at that point of time. The big boost came when we were approached by the Cardiff University, the teaching program of their diploma and the MSc at Karunashraya. It was the fact that we signed a memorandum of understanding with the Manipal Academy of Higher Education. So this took the education and research part of it to a totally high level.
KIPSR, as we call it, was built with the purpose of leading, catalyzing and supporting education, training and research in palliative care. We offer both generalist and specialist training programs in palliative care. Our vision is to transform the palliative care scenario in hospices in India. We aspire that as hospices like ours become an academic hub, centers of excellence, centers of continuous learning, and where groundbreaking research can emerge from, which puts compassionate end-of-life care at the forefront of healthcare innovation.
A strategic planning exercise, a sort of a visioning exercise to see how we could grow and how we could spread to those areas in the country where such care is badly needed. We are in the process of putting up a 110-bed hospice in Bhubaneswar in Orissa. After that, we're working on the idea of going to the Northeast, where this care is not known at all, and the people there can benefit at the end of life to give them dignity and peace.
Karunashraya is not just a hospice. It is an emotion, an abode for compassion, a place where many unsaid stories have lived and passed on. But more than anything, it stands as a beacon, a lighthouse of hope for the often hopeless, providing profound dignity to the end of life of many who have lived inside its walls. Karunashraya is one man's vision, supported by many friends, well-wishers, and several everyday heroes. We take a moment to salute each of them as we look forward to spreading our wings and extending our services across India.